The King is getting its MOT today, or what it's called in Germany, TÜV. I'm waiting for a friend of mine to pick it up, and I just realized that this might be very funny because he's a small guy, and that bike is set up for me, and I'm a tall guy, so let's see how that would look like.
Yeah, that bike looks fucking huge now. Is that your V-Rod?
No, that's the man is dead and the woman will sail it, aber die hatte so eine Gerichtsverhandlung vom Gericht. Da kam ein Typ, hat gesagt, sorry, ich bezahle das alles, halt mal. Hat er so Akten gegeben, Unterlagen. Und dann hat er eine Waffe gezogen, geschossen in die Brust und dann hat er sich selber abgeschossen.
Oh, scheiße.
Und jetzt steht die Karre hier und...
Scheiße. Dann tschüss. Okay, good luck, Road King. You'll be fine. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, here in Germany you need an MOT or TÜV as they call it here, or a 2-year inspection on your motorcycles as well as cars. In many other European countries you only need it on cars, like in Norway for example, you only need it on cars, but here in Germany you need it on all vehicles, which sucks for people like me who like to customize my motorcycles. In the case of the Road King, there's not that much done to it yet. It's only the exhaust, Vance & Hines, and it's loud as fuck, to the point where in Germany it's illegally loud. And what can happen then is that the guy comes and looks at it, he checks the sound, he can then say, oh, that bike's too loud, and then I'm not allowed to have it on the street, which sucks. So fingers crossed for that.
Welcome to my current HQ. I'm not planning a long-term stay here, but I had to move out of my old HQ, my old garage. So this is what I got for now. And I'm here to do something that's very necessary, and that is to retouch this tank. I basically made a mistake when I put the clear lac layer, clear varnish on this originally, like, what is that, a year ago? Over a year ago? And now it's peeling. I tried to fix it, but I was not able to. But now I've figured out what I have to do. So first thing I have to do is to take off the old top layer, and then I'm gonna explain to you what I did wrong and what I'm gonna do this time to make it right. Okay, I got the old layer off. Looks quite good like this, and I'm happy to see as well that even though the old layer wasn't very good, the rust only developed on the surface, which is exactly what you want. So at least I did something right. Something must have gone right the first time. But obviously something also went wrong. I want a little bit more rust to develop on the tank than what it is now, because sanding it down and taking off the old layer took a lot of rust off. As you can see metal again, which looks good. It does. It kind of matches the sissy bar a little. But I just want a little more. And I wanted to naturally develop, because I did kickstart the rust the first time with activators, but this time I wanted to just naturally develop. So it's gonna rain for the next 2 days. I'm just gonna leave the bike outside and let the rust develop, and then come up here and finish the job. She is back and approved, all good. No problems. She is street legal for another 2 years. I've let the bike stand outside for a few days, but nothing much happened. But after looking at it, riding the bike a few days, and yeah, looking at it some more, I thought that this actually looks pretty good. Before it was just brown. Now it has more texture, more depth. You see some metal, you see some rust and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna seal it at this. And that's where I get to talk about the mistake that I made on the bike last time I painted it, and why I'm gonna not make that mistake again. And hopefully you're here to learn from my mistakes. Last time I used one component spray lacquer. This time I'm using 2 components, 2K. You take that cap and you pop it here, and that mixes, and you get like proper spray paint that you use on like cars, but this is condensed down in an aerosol can, and that will seal this tank properly. At least my research tells me that that's true. So I've hung it up from a chain from the ceiling like it's in a slaughterhouse, and that's my painting rig basically. The reason you want to hang it up like that is so that, well, it's for obvious reasons. I think it's not on your bike, you're not painting straight on the bike, and you also get like an all around surround feel, and you can obviously move it a little as you go at it. But make a homemade rig like this at your own risk. If you plan on doing this yourself, I do highly recommend wearing a proper respirator. I just have this mask, but I'm not planning to live that long anyway. One can down. I used that entire can on that, and that's probably the first layer. I have to let that properly dry, probably overnight, and then review it and have another can. I might have to use that can as well. Alright, next day. Let's assess the specimen. So after assessing yesterday's work, I come to the conclusion that I need more. And with this second layer, I'm gonna go a little slower. I went really fast with the first full layer in the first can. This time I'm gonna do one layer, wait longer, do another layer, wait longer. Yeah, just because I feel like that's the right thing to do. And this time, I brought the proper protection. So here we go, first layer of the second run. So I'm back after letting it dry for another 24 hours, and it's looking good. It has a lot of texture, but I like that. If you want to be able to take out these kind of texture bumps and make it all smooth, you need a lot of layers of paint. But you know, it's still, it doesn't peel, it doesn't come off, so in my opinion, it's ready to go back on the bike. For those of you who don't know why you put clear varnish over a rust job like this, the reason you do that is because rust is an oxidization, it's a hard word to say, which means that when oxygen mixes with the raw metal, it rusts. But if you seal the complete tank off, there is no oxygen that can get to the raw metal, which means that it can't oxidate, and that equals to no rust. So when you reach the limit of rust that you want, you put clear varnish on top, and that should seal it in. You might have to redo it like I did because I did the wrong paint. This as well might need another layer later in life, but at the moment, it is great. She looks a little naked right now. Like someone took its tits off. Don't you just love it when you can't find the tool that you need for the job? But you know it's here somewhere. Fuck did I put that thing? Found it. Done. Now we just need to see if it even starts up, if it gets fuel through, because it was pretty damn empty when I decided to take the tank off. It's probably gonna make a really weird sound. Yep. I need 2 hands to start this bike.
But she's running.
So I got it all rolled out so I could take some pictures of it, and that brings me to some bad news. I unfortunately have to end this episode on a low. I will be selling the rat. It really sucks. Like it really pains me to have to sell this bike. I put a lot of time, put a lot of effort into making it look like it does. It's taken me through 5 different countries. It's done me a lot. It's my first ever street legal motorcycle, but there are some big changes coming to my life. And to be able to finance those changes, I'm gonna have to get rid of one of my bikes, and unfortunately the chosen one is the rat. It really sucks for me to get rid of this bike because I absolutely love it. But such is life. And on that sad note, thanks for watching another video here at Winter Motors. My name is Sean Winter, your friendly neighborhood outlaw. And until next time, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Bye bye.